a chemical dependency?
Not that I know of. I don't know what's in your report that you just gave me today.
As of today's date, have you obtained treatment in relation to alcohol abuse?
Could you define treatment?
Have you had any medical treatment in relation to alcohol abuse?
I don't believe so. Could you define medical treatment?
Have you gone to a doctor regarding your alcohol abuse?
No, I don't believe so.
Do you consider yourself to be an alcoholic, Mr. Coughlin?
I'm not sure.
Do you consider yourself to have a problem with alcohol?
I'm not sure.
How would you describe your relationship with alcohol?
Well, I don't drink. So, I don't know. No, I've had it. Can you be more specific?
I asked for your description of your relationship with alcohol.
Well, I don't drink.
Would you consider that alcoholism is in your genetics?
Objection, relevant.
I'm going to sustain the objection on vague.
Have you ever made statements to anyone that alcoholism is in your genetics?
I'm not sure.
Isn't it true that you actually told the committee?
The statement, if you've made the statement, it's not irrelevant, so I'm going to overrule the objection.
Exhibit 12. Bear with me for a moment. Now, I'll come back to that. I'm sorry. Strike that question. Okay, so I'd like to turn to Exhibit 1, page 4. And the top of page 4, the application states, Moral Character Information Rule 10. Applicant has a continuing duty to update in writing responses to questions under the moral character section of the application whenever there is an addition to or change in information previously furnished. Rule 6, Section 7 of the rules. Correct?
Correct.
Did you understand that sentence when you filled out this application?
Yes.
Did you understand that you had a duty to update your application in writing?
I believe so.
Did you understand that you were to update your application whenever there was an addition to or change in information previously furnished?
Yes.
And you signed this application under penalty of perjury, correct?
I believe so.
Okay, Mr. Coughlin, under the address section of the application, starting on page 3, the last address that you listed was 4487 Los Reyes, Las Vegas, Nevada, and that was 2602, correct? Okay, and then you turn to Exhibit 24.
However, there is a mailing address on page 1.
Was that your current address? Okay. And you didn't provide another update of your addresses until September 15, 2003, correct?
I think you got some letters from March of 03, didn't you? With addresses.
You can point them out.
Well, I think there's some of the exhibits you were asking about earlier, some of those letters.
So you're saying, just excuse me, no update of the address until September 1903?
September
2003.
15, 2003, exactly, as represented in Exhibit 25, which I believe, if you, well, I'll just start with that. Exhibit 25, is that your update of September 15, 2003?
Exhibit 25?
Yes. And it states your new address is 631 Humboldt, FRNT, Reno, Nevada, 89509.
That, your question is that an update I did on?
Yes.
Yes, I believe so.
And let's turn to Exhibit 24. That's a letter sent by Kathy Crary to you dated September 9th, 2003, stating that you have two addresses on file, one in Reno, Nevada, as used above, and one on the computer system with the State Bar of California on Madera Road, Sacramento. Please notify State Bar admissions at address below and confirm your correct mailing address. Correct?
Right.
So in response to that letter, you provided an update on September 15, 2003 of your new address, correct?
Yes.
Prior to that date, you did not provide a written update of your address since filing the application of September 2002?
Well, I don't know how you would know about Madera Road if that wasn't the case. I don't know why her letter would reference Madera Road if she hadn't been updated as to it.
Well, isn't that a request for you to provide your current address?
She seems to be asking me to either specify which of the two addresses on file are current or to provide a current one.
And on September 15, 2003, you provided her your current address?
Yes, I believe so.
And then after that date of September 15, 2003, you did not provide an update of your address until September 15, February 15, 2007, correct?
No, that's incorrect. I believe there's a number of correspondences between myself and the State Bar which give my addresses.
And during that time period, from September 2003 to February 2007, you had 4 different addresses as reflected in your application update that is Exhibit 3, page 2, correct?
I believe so.
From November 2003 to April 2004, you lived at 4263 Greenhorn Court, Reno, Nevada?
I believe so.
From April 4th, 2004 through October 2004, you lived at 1044 West 1st Street, Reno, Nevada?
I think so.
From October 2004 through April 2006, you lived at 1255 Jones Street, number 132, Reno, Nevada?
Approximately.
From May 2006 until the last update of February 2007, you lived at 945 West 12th Street, Reno, Nevada?
Yes.
Do you currently live there?
Yes.
What did you understand your duty to update your membership or your address with the State Bar to be?
I'm not sure. Roughly that I had a duty to update them with my address.
On Exhibit 1, page 3, pages 4 and 5, under employment history. The last employment that you noted in this application was June 2002 at Perry and Span?
I believe so, yes.
And you did not provide an update of your employment history from filing that application until May 31st, 2004, correct?
No, I don't believe that's correct.
You believe you provided an update of your address history before? Employment history before that date?
Yes.
And where exactly and when?
Well, believe the job at Sharon Zimmerman was reported. My letterheads and from letters around that time, I believe, indicated that. And you're saying until 04, whereas there was letters in 03 to the bar, right, saying I left this job.
Okay, we'll get to that job in a minute. I apologize. Let me change my question. You did not provide the State Bar with an update of your employment history from May 31st, 2004 through February 15th, 2007.
I don't understand your question.
My question is, do you recall providing an update to the State Bar in May 31st, 2004?
Is there an exhibit you can reference?
Yes, there is. That would be Exhibit 32.
Okay. I believe I provided this, but your question was?
Right. So after this date, May 31st, 2004, you did not provide another update regarding your employment history until February 15, 2007. Is that correct?
I don't know for sure. I don't believe so, but I don't believe that is correct.
Yet during that period, you worked for the law office of Thomas J. Hall from approximately May 2003 until present, correct?
I don't know that you could say that's correct.
That's exactly from your update, your application, Exhibit 3, page
I mean, that's not, I don't believe that's correct.
page 3.
Because one, I don't know that I worked for him in an employment capacity. I believe I was independently contracting. And it was very sporadic employment. If it was employment, in fact, it was once in a while I'd get a research project.
So approximately, according to page 3, length of time employed from and to, I have performed legal research and writing for Mr. Hall at a variety of times between May 2003 to the present. Was that a true statement at the time that you made it?
Yes, I believe so.
Yet this was the first time you updated the bar or advised the bar regarding that employment, isn't it?
Well, doesn't it say in 04, this 04 update has Tom Hall listed there?
That you were working to present?
I'm sorry, I don't understand what you're saying.
Did you update your application to include that you were working with Tom Hall till present?
When?
Between May of 2004 until February 2007?
I don't know that there was a time at which that would have been necessary.
Okay. During that same time period
I don't know whether or not I did or not, but if I hadn't done any work for him for quite a while, then...
Okay, and you were employed by Hale, Lane, Peak, Dennison, and Howard from July 17, 2005 to December 6, 2005?
Yes.
Yet you did not provide an update to the State Bar regarding that employment until February 15, 2007, correct?
I don't believe that's correct. I had a good deal of conversations with the LAP about that job, and I believe I might have had, I also believe my attorney was aware of that job, and I think it's possible that the State Bar had correspondence related to that job.
Do you think that the fact that your attorney knew about that job, does that satisfy your duty to update your application in writing to the State Bar?
I'm not sure.
What about the fact that LAP may have known about that? Do you think that satisfies your duty to update the State Bar?
I'm not sure.
Bless you.
Your Honor, may I use the restroom?
Sure, we'll take a 5-minute break. We're back on the record. Back on the record.
Mr. Coughlin, do you ever make the statement that alcoholism is in your genetics?
I'm not sure.
Okay, let's turn to Exhibit 12, page 10 of the informal conference. Did you make the statement, I'd just like you to know, impress on you that I really have changed. You know, I've gone to probably 500 or 600 AA meetings. I've listened to hundreds of speaker meetings on AA tapes. Alcoholism is in my genetics. You know, it's something that really exacerbates my character defects. Even if you took out the alcohol, I'd still have character defects, still have the alcoholism as part of it. Did you make that statement?
I believe so.
Was that statement true at the time that you made it?
I don't know if that's a statement capable of being qualified as true or false.
Were you lying to the committee at the time you made the statement?
If something's not capable of being true or false, I don't know that it could be a lie.
Did you believe yourself to have genetic alcoholism in your genetics at the time you made the statement?
I'm not sure. I believe I was making a good faith effort to show the committee that I was concerned with the things they were concerned about, and I was taking steps to address it. However, I don't think anybody can be certain about these types of things, and given their subjective nature and the degree of introspection that's required.
I asked you whether or not you believe the statements to be true at the time that you made them.
I don't believe that's a subject matter that I think in terms of true or false.
Okay, let's turn back to Exhibit 1, page 6. Under the title Self-Employment, question 6.1, have you ever been in business for yourself? You checked no, correct?
This is Exhibit 1.
Page 6.
That's correct.
And sometime after filing the application, you actually started your own business called Coughlin Memory Foam Mattress and Pillows? Mattresses and Pillows?
Yes.
When did you start that company?
I'm not sure. It was either an 03 or 04.
Okay, in your Exhibit 32, in your May 31st, 2004 update, you list the dates of employment as on page 2, October 2003 to present. I started a Nevada business and have been a sole proprietor owning and running a mattress company, DBA, Zachary Coughlin's Memory Foam Beds and Pillows. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
So, as of this update, in October 2003, you had started the company, correct?
I believe so, yes.
Yet, May 31st, 2004 is the first time you've updated the bar regarding that, correct?
I'm not sure.
But in fact, in your resume, which is Exhibit 7, page 12, you list the dates of employment as March 2003 to 2005, Coughlin Memory Foam, correct?
Yes.
So which is in fact the date that you started the company, Mr. Coughlin?
I think that depends on what you define starting a company as. If it means getting a business license, the date at which you got a business license, that's one thing. If it's the date at which you had the germination of an idea to start a company and began taking steps towards doing so, that could be another thing.
In your resume, you state under Coughlin Memory Foam, I owned and operated the sole proprietorship selling memory foam mattresses and pillows. I handled all legal matters, designed and maintained a website, handled customer service matters, coordinated shipping and warehousing, and utilized eBay and other internet channels to attract customers. I sold mattresses to customers in over 30 states. Is that an accurate statement of your running that business from March 2003 to 2005 at that point?
Objection, relevance.
Overruled.
I believe it is, but I don't believe those activities were necessarily going on in total from March '03. I think it was a process of building up steam.
Okay, let's turn to Exhibit 1, back to Exhibit 1, page 11. And page 11, close to the bottom, states civil actions and administrative proceedings. 11.2, have you ever been a party to or are you presently a party to any civil action or administrative proceeding? This includes divorce, dissolution, small claims, workers' compensation, etc. You check no to that, correct?
Yes.
Okay, 11.3, have any judgments been filed against you? You check no to that, correct?
That's correct.
Now, in February 15, 2007, you provided, which is represented in Exhibit 3, your update of that date. On page 5, excuse me. Yes, page 5. You list three civil actions and administrative proceedings where judgments are filed against you, correct?
I'm not. I guess those are judgments dealing with unlawful attainers. So if those are judgments, then yes.
Okay, so the first one, let's just go through this, which is represented by Exhibit 62. That is River Arms Apartments v. Zachary B. Coughlin, Washoe County case number REV 2005-001396. Correct? That's one of the unlawful detainer actions? Okay. And that was for a default in payment of rent at 1255 Jones Street, number 132, Reno, Nevada?
From what I understand, but I'm a little unclear on how I could have two of those. You know?
That wasn't the question. The question was that in relation to an unlawful detainer at that address?
I believe so.
And there was a judgment for the plaintiff in the amount of $660?
I believe the 1396 was for $720.
Well, if you look at page 62, or Exhibit 62, that is REV 2005-001396. It says total due $660.
Okay. That's Exhibit what? 62?
62?
And on 62, you're seeing a case number?
At the bottom, REV 2005-001396.
Yeah. I see where that says 660.
And that payment is still outstanding?
Yes.
Have you made any payments toward that $660?
I don't believe so.